"Beware the Ides of March," they told an emperor once. And when Sunday dawns, Pep Guardiola will wake knowing that this may have been the weekend when the Premier League title slipped irrevocably away from his Manchester City team. It may have been the weekend when the decisive blows were struck. Earlier on Saturday evening, Arsenal's clash with Everton at the Emirates was goalless as the game went into the last couple of minutes of normal time, and then Jordan Pickford made a mistake, Victor Gyökeres scored, and Max Daumann added another. Mikel Arteta celebrated as if he knew this could be a pivotal moment. That result left Arsenal 10 points clear. It also left City needing to beat West Ham United at the London Stadium to retain a realistic hope of catching Arteta's side. City took the lead through Bernardo Silva, but West Ham pegged them back immediately through Konstantinos Mavropanos, and, try as they might, City could not find a winner. Guardiola, confined to the stands after his booking against Newcastle United last weekend, could only watch and fret as time began to ebb away, frantically making phone calls to the bench and looking increasingly agitated as West Ham fought like tigers to hang on to the point that took them above Nottingham Forest and out of the bottom three. And so the gap is 9 points. City have a game in hand and they still have to play Arsenal in Manchester, so all is not quite lost yet. But games are running out. Arsenal are eking out results and City are showing signs of tying up. A couple of days ago, Guardiola had launched a passionate defense of his team selections as City manager in the wake of his team's 3-0 dismantling by Real Madrid on Wednesday night, railing at the way he was destroyed for picking both Jeremy Doku and Savino in the starting lineup at the Bernabeu. And he scoffed at how things would change, how there would be a volte-face, if City beat West Ham at the London Stadium. "If we win," he said, "it will be perfect, Pep." He was probably right, but City did not win, and an air of defeatism started to creep into their play. City kept West Ham, who have only lost 2 of their last 9 Premier League games, pressed deep into their own half in the opening stages. In the first 10 minutes, they had 93% of possession. West Ham barely strung together 2 passes. When they threatened to, Omar Marmoush stopped a ball down the line with his arm and was shown a yellow card. But the visitors did not look like scoring, even with that level of domination, and the same pattern continued. City started to look out of sorts. A little flat, a little as if the defeat by Madrid and the news of the Arsenal result had knocked the wind out of them. The best they could muster for a while was a free kick from Marmoush that flew wildly wide. But then, after half an hour, just when West Ham were threatening to get some sort of a foothold in the game, Bernardo Silva produced what was either a moment of genius or a stroke of luck. Marmoush fed the ball to him on the overlap and Bernardo looked up and saw Erling Haaland loitering at the back post. But West Ham keeper Mads Hermansen had also strayed marginally off his line. Bernardo drifted the chip towards the center, but instead of finding Haaland, it sailed in a perfect arc over the head of Hermansen. El Hadji Malik Diouf made a desperate effort to hook the ball away, but it was too late. Was it deliberate? Bernardo's reaction seemed to suggest it wasn't. He met Haaland's amused congratulations with a wry smile, and as he was walking back to the center circle, someone else seemed to ask him if he had meant it. Bernardo shook his head. 3 minutes and 42 seconds later, West Ham won their first corner. It was greeted with raucous cheers from the home fans, optimism that proved to be well-founded. Jared Bowen swung it over, deep into the 6-yard box. Gianluigi Donnarumma came for it and missed it completely.